Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Upcoming, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're diving deep into the Tycoon game. Management, money, and business is what it's all about with this genre. I've gone through all the games that will have you taking control of and managing resources and sorted out the best that are out there. We've got a bunch of great titles that are on this list. We've got games from all corners of the strategy genre. We've got early access games, and we've got games that are yet to come out. Now, if you like early access to these videos, then check out the Patreon page where you can get early access and help support the channel. And don't forget to stick around for some bonus games at the very end. Let's get to it. First on our list is Big Ambitions. Big Ambitions is an ambitious tycoon game by the developers of Game Dev Tycoon. Your bank balance is tiny, but your ambitions are big. With a little bit of help from your uncle, you get an apartment and your first job. But then it's up to you to achieve success and take over New York City any way you'd like. Slowly build multiple businesses, grow them into huge corporations, or carve your own unique path. The possibilities are limitless in this vast sandbox business simulator. You've never played anything like it. Truly, Big Ambitions is very unique, and it really takes tycooning to the next level. It's great fun exploring the entirety of the city, and with the incorporation of loads of different business types, including coffee shops, law firms, clothing stores, and much more, makes for a very interesting time indeed. You can grow and run any business you'd like, and you'll be running all over the city, buying equipment, hiring employees, and so much more. This is a big, bold game that's just entered into early access, and I'm super excited to see where the title goes. It's one of the most interesting tycoon games that you can check out today, and the future for this one looks very bright indeed. Voxel Tycoon is a management sim set in the infinite voxel world. Mine resources and process them into goods in your custom factories, set up supply chains and passenger routes with a huge fleet of trains, trucks, and buses, and turn small towns into prosperous megacities with a thriving economy. Voxel Tycoon fills a niche right between automation games and management games, and you can do a whole bunch of automation, intricate automation in this game with conveyor belts, as well as manage a much more macro transport network. So you'll be moving goods, transporting them, and providing them to your citizens waiting in nearby cities. Now, every city has its own needs, which you can fulfill to kickstart growth. The bigger a city gets, the more customers and passengers move in, meaning more potential profit. The growth of a city doesn't simply increase the quantity of goods required. Higher stages of development will move away from the basics, requiring more complex and expensive products. Voxel Tycoon is a great title. It's still in early access and receiving regular, substantial updates. This is one that I can heartily recommend you pick up if you're interested in making a little bit of profit. Havendock is a resource management base building simulation tycoon game where you try to survive in the middle of the sea and build a thriving town. You attract settlers on board and manage them whilst trying to meet their needs. It sounds very, very simple. The premise is simple, and yes, it kind of is, but there's a whole bunch of people automation that you'll soon be involved in, because managing a town is frankly no easy job. Don't let the art style deceive you. This game goes deep, right to the bottom of the ocean, actually. And soon you'll be setting up production lines and building structures, trading, and so much more. It's really quite difficult to describe why I love Havendock so much. It's a super unique title, and all of the sort of genre combinations just work really well together. It'll be coming out in Q2 of 2023, but you can check out the demo right now, linked below. In one military camp, an evil maniac has conquered all territories in the region except one. The world's last hope resides in an old military camp located in this peaceful land. Bring it back to its former glory, recruit and train a brave group of fighters to push back evil forces. Face the challenge of building a military camp, keeping an eye on resources and logistics at the same time as training up your troops. You need to make sure that you place buildings efficiently, hire the right staff, and keep everything running as you train up your troops. Build defenses because the enemy will send spies and drones to sabotage your camp. One Military Camp is an excellent Tycoon game. It's got all of the right management aspects, plus it's got a brilliant little mission system. So you're training up your troops and sending them out into enemy territory in an attempt to recapture it. It's really great fun. It's simple to pick up, but there's an extensive research list, a huge amount of reconquering to be done. It's just released into early access, and you can check it out right now, linked in the description down below. The Magical Mixture Mill is a potion manufacturing and selling game where you have to help a mushroom-loving witch restore her store to greatness. And I'm honestly not making that up. Griselda, the witch who owns the shop, has always run the business with great dedication, but time has taken its toll, and it's time to train someone up who can replace her. In short, her knowledge must be handed down, and that's to you. Together with your goblin assistant, you need to build automated production lines of alchemical workstations to provide potion mixtures to local heroes, assisting them in their epic quests, and making you their favorite potion supplier. Explore diverse biomes and use your remaining adventuring abilities to gather and research exotic ingredients, leading to new mixing opportunities. What more could you ask for in a game? I checked out the demo for this one, linked up in the top right-hand corner. It's super slick, it plays really well, and the automation elements are very unique and superb, if I do indeed say so myself. I can't wait for this one to release. It's coming this year at some point. Nothing with regards to a specific release date quite yet, but get subscribed and I'll be sure to cover it when it comes out. This is a wacky one. Definitely Not Fried Chicken is a business management sim with a twist. Grow your illicit substances through legitimate fronts by managing both sides of the business. Acquire new businesses, meet new clientele, develop more potent narcotics, make lots of money, and leave a city in ruin. Build your drugs compound from the ground up by adjoining plots of land and expand. Design and lay out your complete production line and establish distribution routes. Fortify your compound's defenses and make sure any overly enthusiastic customers can't break in. Research and develop better strains of narcotics like marijuana, cocaine, and methamphetamine. It looks a little janky, but it's actually a great tycoon game. You'll be developing your people, your production, and your delivery. I really love the base building elements of this game, which sounds kind of insane, but building up laundering fronts is tremendously fun and exciting. It makes for an excellent combo. Definitely Not Fried Chicken released earlier this year, but it's still in early access. It's receiving regular updates, and you can check it out right now, linked down in the description. Horticulture is a relaxing garden builder that begins with mysterious gnomes summoning you. Their wish? For you to breathe new life into a long-lost garden, abandoned by its previous caretaker. Enter a magical world where you build up and expand a lush garden at your own pace. In your journey, you attract adorable animals that inhabit every corner, uncover helpful upgrades, and assist quirky characters for rewards and story development, all whilst juggling decay and fending off corruption sent by your nemesis. There's a really interesting sort of economic element that ties this whole game together. All your actions go towards building the perfect garden, and you can't help but try making it look gorgeous. This is a super chill and wholesome game, unlike some of the other ones on this list. We're expecting to see this game at some point in 2023, but no specifics regarding the release date quite yet. From a super chill tycoon game to one of the absolute weirdest ones out there. Organs Please is a dark and satirical management sim where you take control of a recycling factory with a twist. It recycles humans. Your job is to decide who gets to escape our dying planet in a cozy spaceship and who sacrifices their blood, sweat, and tears for humanity. Quite literally. You must screen visitors dying to get off the planet and more than willing to risk being turned into canned food, incinerated, or hired as one of the factory's employees. Whilst doing that, you have to keep an eye on managing the factory floor, construct new facilities, and upgrade the research center. Resources are finite, so try to make sure that things don't fall apart before the ship takes off. Hire staff with unique quirks, fears, and prejudices, promote hard workers, and keep them pampered with improved amenities. As for the lazy ones, they get sent to a special room in the darkest corner of the factory. The premise for this game is totally wacky, but it makes for a really great title. It really is a cross between Papers, Please and base builder, like Fallout Shelter. I feel like it shouldn't work, but it absolutely does. It's great fun, and you can play it right now. It was released towards the end of last year, and it's available in early access right now. Genuinely, check this one out. It is so darned good. Potion Tycoon is a management simulator where you have to manufacture potions? Build and manage your very own magic shop. In this witchin management simulator, acquire resources, build and manage production lines, mix potions, and design bottles to sell them in your shop. Experiment with new recipes, grow your business, and become the leading potion business in the magical lands. Compete for the best ingredients, deals, or grow your own magical plants and fungi. Meanwhile, build and expand your shop and set up production lines to get potion production going. But that's not all. Make sure to present your products nicely to make sure shoppers enjoy their stay. Nice furniture and a lovely smell all help to turn your customers into big spenders. I played this one on the channel the other day. It's just released, and you can see my coverage in the top right-hand corner right now. I dig this game. It's really cool. I love the twists and the turns that this one has to offer. It's great. Definitely one to recommend if you're interested in Tycoon games. In this Tycoon game inspired by the rise of Las Vegas in the 1950s, your mission is to revive a rundown casino, complete quests, and manage your clientele for maximum profit. As you gain income and reputation, you'll advance through the casino ranks, from dusty desert to the glittering heights of Las Vegas. Manage your casino business and keep everyone happy, from the clients, employees to the VIPs. Build multi-floored casinos. More floors means more space to organize your casino games, choose your hires, place break rooms, manage your vault, and deal with employees. Different styles and decor will speak to different customers. Attract the right kind to keep your income and reputation high. There's a demo available for Blooming Business Casino, which you can check out right now before the game releases at some point later this year. Welcome to Goodland is set in a small, quiet town. Survive as an ordinary salaryman under a ruthless Mexican cartel by laundering money, making tough decisions, acquiring businesses, and finding allies you can trust. But in this cutthroat world, will you be able to keep your humanity? There's a narrative running through Welcome to Goodland, and you need to make sure that you follow it and keep in touch with the key players in your life, like your wife and your business partner. But alongside this, you'll be managing multiple businesses, picking up cash, threatening people, and a whole lot more. This quirky little tycoon game will be coming out later this year on April the 28th. Espresso Tycoon is a coffee shop simulator. Create your brand, decorate the coffee shop, manage your employees, and take care of your customers. Use the 3D coffee editor to create coffee recipes, order supplies, and collect rating points. And build yourself a unique coffee empire. You're responsible for all aspects of your shop, including decorating, hiring, managing employees, and taking care of the supply chain. Analyzing the budget, advertising your coffee shop, and most importantly, keeping your customers happy. I love coffee, and I love Tycoon games, so this is on my list of games to keep an eye on. It's releasing in May of this year, so we don't have long to wait. Life by You is a Sims competitor which will be published by Paradox Interactive. We don't have a huge amount of intel on this one at the time of writing, but it features house construction, character management, and, well, is exactly as you would anticipate the Sims to be. And you'll be looking for a job, presumably, in much the same way that a regular tycoon is. So to that extent, it has got business management mechanics in it, but, you know, how deep they are, I just can't say. However, there is going to be an announcement shortly about the future of this game, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more intel on when it's releasing. But I'll be keeping an eye on this one as we slowly get more information regarding it. This is very tenuously a tycoon game, but it's got a bunch of great management mechanics, and you're managing a big business. It just so happens that you're also managing a whole lot more. Infraspace is a sci-fi city builder where the flow of your resources goes through your city's transport infrastructure. Build an extra solar efficiency utopia from nothing. Start mining operations, plan production, and lay down transportation routes to ensure a smooth supply chain. This is an excellent game. You'll have to manage all aspects of your economy, from settler needs to road networks to resources construction. It's really good. It's still in early access at the moment, and it's still receiving regular large updates. So check it out if you're interested in something that is perhaps Tycoon adjacent. So that's it for the Tycoon game list. It's really difficult to differentiate Tycoon games from other strategy games, but I hope, as you've seen, I've done my best. There are a few bonus business games which are fully released and available right now, which you may be interested in. Let's get to them. Masterplan Tycoon isn't really a Tycoon game in the strict sense, even though it's called Tycoon. But it's a lovely little automation game, and if the developer thinks that it's a Tycoon game, well, I guess that's good enough for me. In this minimalistic simulation, you will build interconnected chains of product and open new missions by completing various tasks to create the biggest system you can. It's quick, it's quirky, and you can get it right now, linked down below. Transport Fever is one of my standout games of the last few years. It's a great transport tycoon game, and it elevates on the classics in the genre in almost every single way. The reason that it's on this list is because it's still receiving regular updates and recently ended up on console. If you haven't somehow checked out Transport Fever 2, then you should fix that urgently. 2 Point Campus released towards the end of last year, and it's obviously by the makers of 2 Point Hospital. This time, it's a university campus that you're making for pesky students. It's easy to pick up, but hard to put down. Give this one a look if you're interested in a simple game that's quirky and plays well. It feels great to build a university campus. This is 2 thumbs up for me, this one. And finally, we have Cartel Tycoon. Cartel Tycoon is an excellent game that released towards the end of last year. It does all that it says on the tin. It's a tycoon game about selling narcotics, but it's so much more than just that. You have to grow, transport, and export your product without getting caught by the feds. It's fantastic. It's great. The production chains just work really, really well. The mechanics, they're fantastic. This is a great game. 2 thumbs up for me. So that's it. That is my total rundown. That's the bonus games. A few good games on that list that you can really sink your teeth into and keep yourself occupied in the business part of the strategy subgenre for many, 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 many hours. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been ORBITALPOTATO. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible, and let me know down in the description, down in the comments down below, if you've got any other Tycoon games that I should be playing or I should be aware of. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.